Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. I am Jaswinder Singh, a third officer currently sailing on gas carriers and founder of JS Fleet, which is an initiative taken by me to train and guide young deck cadets in becoming deck officers. So today we'll be talking about 5 mistakes I made as a first time third officer. So guys, first is ineffective time management. But before starting that, I would like to tell you, when I was going on my first ship, uh, my company promoted me directly as a third officer. Usually some companies, they will send you first as a junior officer and then they will evaluate you for 1 month or 2-3 weeks and then they will give you onboard promotion for third officer. Okay, but I was sent directly as a third officer, and I would like to tell you that when I went on board for the first time, there was a lot of things going on because we were going to take over that ship from some other management, some from other company, right? So all those company rules, regulations, whatever things were pasted on the notice board, on the bulkheads and all, they were being removed. Everything new was being posted, all the PCs were set up, all manuals, all the books, publications, everything was removed, all the things were placed new, brand new and empty. So there was a lot of work and lot of pressure, and I, being a first time third officer, there was no proper handover because that third officer, he was from some other company, he did not bother to give me a good handover. So everything was going against me. But the good factor was that during my cadetship I had prepared for everything, I had made my own notes, and that helped me during the initial days of setting up everything. Okay, so I'll tell you more about this when we go to the point number 3 or 4. Okay, so ineffective time management. What happens is, during the cadetship period, we are usually not taught about the importance of time management on board. So when I went on board for the first time, I started working like hell. I was working from 8 to 12 in the morning on bridge, like keeping the morning watch. Then in the afternoon, I was working till 4 o'clock, sometimes from 1 to 4 o'clock, just to set up everything. Okay, because initial days it was very tough for everyone. Everybody was working, but I, as a first time third officer, had to put in some extra efforts. Okay, so I was not able to maintain a good time management. Then I was taking too much stress. So when you are promoted for the first time, it's very natural that you will be under some kind of pressure and stress, and it is, trust me guys, natural. Even when you become second officer for the first time, this will be there. Okay, so you have to double check everything, you have to go through your items very well, and especially when some inspection, some external party is coming to inspect the ship. Let's say you are having any vetting inspection or SIRE, CDI or PSC inspection. So for that, I was taking too much stress. I was checking each and every item from LSA, FFA twice or thrice, so that, let's say I was checking the pressure of SCV bottles every second day or third day to ensure, okay, all the bottles are within that zone, okay, 270 to 300 bars pressure. So all those small things I was checking, and everything was coming in my mind. Okay, I have to check this, I have to check that. Even before sleeping also, I was taking too much stress. So I would tell you, so just be relaxed in your first contract. Try to relax yourself and focus on the major part, which is navigation, and then all those things, LSA, FFA and inspections, all those things will follow up, because everybody who is coming to inspect the ship, you are not going to make it perfect. You are just there to help the company in maintaining. Okay, you can't make everything perfect. It was a 20-year-old ship, and I was working like hell to make it like a brand new ship, and that's not going to become possible in few days or months. Okay, so this was one of the mistakes I was doing in the beginning. So let's go on the third one, not giving enough time to the family. As I told you, I was not able to manage my time effectively. So due to this, I was not able to give enough time to my family and loved ones at home. And this is a big factor which definitely you should keep in mind. Your parents are waiting at home for your one call in one day. Even if you call them once in one day, they are happy to talk to you guys, trust me. So definitely, even if you are too busy, definitely you can drop a text. You can tell them, okay, I had a very busy day right now, I am going to rest, so I will talk to you tomorrow. You can drop a text like that, but don't just ignore them. Don't, what I was doing, it was I was talking to my family members once in a week or two times in a week, which was really bad. When I realized when I went on board for the second time and third time, then I realized that this is actually something which I was doing wrong on my first shift. You have to treat your family members, you have to take care of them, you have to ask them, you have to, you know, keep a good communication with them every single day. Then mistake in noon report. So for this I would like to share my experience. So when I was on my first shift as a third officer, there was one more third officer from some other company, so we had one extra officer on board. So since we had two third officers, one second officer and one chief officer, so chief officer was not keeping watch, two third officers were keeping watch and one second officer was keeping watch. So I was keeping watch from 4 to 8, that too in the morning and same in the night. So what happened, the chief officer on board, he had to sign off without reliever, and the second mate who was present on board, he had the license of chief officer, so he was working as a chief officer. Me being first time as a third officer, but I was aware about the company policies, so captain told me to take over second officer's responsibility, even though the other third officer who was from other company, he was much more experienced than me. But captain told me, because I was aware about the company policies, because I was here since my cadetship, so he told me to take over the second mate's responsibilities. So in my first shift, I got the opportunity to work as a second officer, same time as a second officer, like 12 to 4 watch, and do all the things that a second officer does. So I was lucky and fortunate enough to get this opportunity, and I grabbed it with both my hands, and I got a good appraisal also from captain. But during that time I realized a few things. So there is something known as noon report which has to be sent every noon. So this basically is filled up by second officer, but taking in some inputs from chief engineer, who is going to put some fuel figures or bunker figures. So what I used to do was, I used to fill up my part, chief engineer used to fill his part, and then we used to tell captain, okay, the report is ready and he can check and send. Okay, but what happened once, that chief engineer, he filled up some wrong figures, and then the report was sent to the charterers and all, and then the captain got some email from charterers, okay, that this bunker figures are not matching with the last report. And then captain came and he scolded me, okay, that you should have taken care of this. Okay, then I told captain also that this is chief engineer's pass, he is handling all this. Then he said, no, as a deck officer, it's very important to double check. Even if he is making any mistakes, you can check from his Excel sheet that, okay, or you can check from last report that whatever bunker figures he has, you know, placed in that sheet, it's correct. So I was thinking in my mind that this is not my job. But then later on I realized with time that this is something I have to keep in mind. I have to, you know, double check everything, whatever is given to me as a responsibility. I have to do it with full responsibility and full trust, so that this kind of small mistakes will not happen again in future, right? So this was one of the mistakes I made during my tenure. And then work-life balance, as I told you, this work-life balance is very important, guys. You have to maintain a good balance of your work on board and your family and your life, your social activities that you're missing out, your friends. You have to dedicate some time for them also. In case you are doing some other activities, like you like to do painting or you like to sing or something, then go on and use at least 1 hour, give you 1 hour at least for yourself, and don't miss out on all those things. Because when you grow up, when you grow up and become senior, you will realize that, okay, you could have done much more if you would have allocated at least 1 hour for yourself, and in 1 hour to improve yourself. Basically, in this age, it's definitely, AI is also coming, it's definitely very important to upskill yourself, keep up with the outer competition, whatever the market requires. So you need to upskill yourself, you need to see different options other than merchant navy also. If you are looking for some other options, let's say you plan to get to any shore job, so you can, you know, research during your free time. So always try to be one step ahead and think for your future, right, guys?
Just now you saw that a young third officer, Jaswinder Singh, has written this fabulous book, a great initiative taken for the maritime industry. And I just hope that Babaji Kripa, that he writes the other two books soon. And I'm just waiting that many more young people join and make sure that we give the right knowledge to the maritime fraternity. At one end, in the last 3 years, Merchant Navy Decoded has helped a lot of marine engineers and GP rating people with a lot of online content, which is helping them today earn respect on ship, whether it's related to how to read electrical circuit diagram, how to read manual diagrams, how does automation work. A lot of videos made on ship. Definitely, we lagged with the deck side packages, but now we have worked on that. So we have come along with packages on ROR. We have come along with packages on specifically made for candidates who are about to join their first ship as a deck cadet, and many more. Why don't you just go to the link given in the description box and the pin comment and see for yourself what all packages are available and how are they beneficial to you. Let's make a strong maritime community which is out there to earn respect on ship and make Indian maritime fraternity proud. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di.